It's a weird thing that happens when the camera comes on. Like, all of a sudden you feel like you need to perform. Which is interesting, because when I'm performing I don't ever feel this way. I just feel this way with my camera. Been wanting to put up a video blog for a while, but I've actually kind of come to notice that I get a bit embarrassed about getting my camera out and recording things. Like, I don't want to, intrude into people's lives on the streets when I'm recording things around Cambridge. I'd love to go into London and have my camera, but some of the things that I'd actually want to film are in pretty sketchy areas, so I don't do it. But I'm going to start. I'm going to venture forward into the world. My camera and I are going to go cause some trouble. So anyway, saying hi to everybody. Hello to Dave, who's already my subscriber. And hi to my family, if you guys are going to start watching this. I'm probably going to say some things that will embarrass you. I will probably swear like a sailor, so just be warned. And hello to everybody else that happens to watch this, if I ever decide to put it up. I might not. I'll have to see how this goes. I've already started and stopped a couple of times, so maybe I should just keep talking. So anyway, one of the things I wanted to respond to, and the thing that's actually made me want to get the camera out and start talking into it, is there's a video right now that's featured on YouTube, and it's a guy named Daniel who's talking about his dream, like, I have a dream, a la Martin Luther King. So it's really quite inspiring, and it's kind of one of the things that got to me the most. I tend to watch YouTube when I'm supposed to be doing something else, and I use it to give myself little mental breaks from whatever it is I'm doing, like my essays, for instance, right now, which are boring the hell out of me. Like, I love the topics, and somehow I just can't make myself finish writing about them. But in the middle of studying development and anthropology and caring really intensely about, like, learning things so I can make the world a better place, I take a break and go and look on YouTube, and there's this video that's really inspiring, and it's featured, and so thousands of people are going to see it. And, there are so many comments that are racist and horrible in there, and I'm amazed that somebody could say something so inspiring and cool, and so many people could just act like idiots and assholes about it. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? Is there just a certain, like, probability, like a certain ratio of assholes to normal human beings, or a certain ratio of, like, asshole behavior to decent human behavior that I just don't really understand? Because I've noticed on YouTube, in, like, all of my hours of distracting myself with it, that if you put up a video, if, it doesn't matter what race you are, you're likely to get racist comments if the comments are left open. If you're a woman, you're likely to get some horribly violent misogyny. Like, Geriatric 1927, cool guy, telling a story, like, going into this online community and putting himself out there, and people are, like, saying horrible things to him as well. People say a lot of cool things, but there's so many people that just feel like, in a moment, with this ability to be anonymous, the thing they most want to express, it's like complete hatred and ugliness. There's this certain, like, scenarios you put yourselves through when you're kids, you're talking about. If you could have any super ability for a day, like, what would it be? If you could fly, if you could read minds, have x-ray vision, be invisible. A lot of people say be invisible. Sorry, they say to be invisible. Or, like, what would you do for a day if you could? And I don't think it's occurred to us, like, how many people just want to, like, randomly emit horrible emotions with it. Because that's what they do on the internet. And it's not just YouTube. It's, like, message boards everywhere, and emails. Like, if your email address is out there, people jump right on that and send you ugly stuff. And I just think, why are we exploiting each other like this? Come on. When nations do this kind of stuff, it results in, like, I guess what bothers me about it is that I see how it's tied into bigger things. Like, if people feel like the thing they most want to express to other people, like what their opportunity is to do if they're invisible, if they don't have anybody watching them and making them do something, taken out of those constraints, so many people just want to be idiots. And it's like selfishness, and there's some sort of hatred locked up in it that is not cool. Anyway, so I guess I just wanted to post this and have people think about it. Like, when I think about this, I see how it translates up into bigger things. Like, when nations care only about what kind of a fuss their own people are going to kick up and don't really care so much about the consequences, and there's like, most countries engage in some horrible policies, like, once they get the power to do so, like, the results are horrible. Like, you see, when people stop caring about the impact of their actions, when they become invisible, or they become powerful enough that they can do whatever they want to do, and that thing that they want to do involves screwing other people and there's nothing to restrain them from doing it, you need to cultivate a sense of strength within yourself to be doing the right thing no matter who's watching you. So, if I have a dream, to respond to Daniel's video, because I think that's how I'm going to post this, it would be just think about the things you do and the impact of that and how you're tied to other lives. Because right now we're so interconnected, like, on a national level, the stuff you eat, how the whole process of food getting to your supermarket, like food politics, you see, that's one of our basic needs, and the things that are our most basic needs are things that we tend to get really selfish and primal and weird about. And when you see that people have the power to change how the world is by simply changing the kind of food that they buy, that they consume, what other lives you're connected to from that? Where is this coming from? What is the quality of life there? What is the quality of life for the creatures that you eat? We're talking about the quality of the planet, the quality of the air you breathe and your water. That is all related to what you do when you're invisible or when you're powerful. I think it's basically the same kind of thing. So, anyway, my dream is that people will cultivate a sense of respect and tolerance and understanding of how they are not the center of the universe, but their actions are central in creating the universe that they live within. Alright, peace.